The strongest will is to give back to the community, center your approach towards the same people, and have the youth champion most of these ideas. My name is Amos Ongere. I'm a MasterCard Foundation scholar and a student at USIU Africa, currently pursuing Bachelor of Science in Applied Computer Technology, and I also serve as a Student Welfare and Gender Matters representative in the Student Council. My community action project was centered around entrepreneurship, in that the youth within my community were able to embrace a project on a youth personal assistant revenue stream in terms of a sound system that will generate revenue for them as they manage it. The reason I dived into this PA system is because I'd like the youth to embrace the entrepreneurship aspect and also have a centered approach to issues within the community, in that they're able to understand drafting a proposal, they're able to understand seeking funding, and also having a leadership structure. So all this was centered around the entrepreneurial idea. Yes. I managed to establish a leadership structure where I'm able to identify the specific roles of each leader. And then number two is have an operational framework. This operational framework entails how it's going to work. The first thing is that when a community, or rather a potential revenue stream, like let's say a wedding ceremony or a graduation ceremony is needed, then the community is able to reach out to the youth, and they're able to provide this specific service of having the sound system established to them as a community, and they're able to pay a specific fee in return. And this fee is then directed towards an account for the youth, and then it's able to maintain the system and also manage any other operations that guides this project. Ideally, this fee specifically is to manage it, because we're observing it for the first financial year, which kickstarted in January. So we're still observing, but the fast forward is that it's used to manage it in terms of maybe delivery of the sound products, and number two also as an operational cost, because there are parts that are replaceable, let's say the microphones and whatnot. And I look forward to, in the long run, if this financial year we're able to evaluate the budget and see a big margin of profit, then we're able to dive into other revenue streams, like now media coverage, or rather having tents and even seats. And these all ideas will now still generate revenue into one specific fund that I look forward to also kickstarting, which we call the Ikonge Youth Fund. Ideally, this youth fund will also support the youths that did not manage to maybe join university. They're able to learn the technical skills, and these skills will support them, in their day-to-day operations, and also they're able to give back to the same community that supported them. From the feedback I've received from the youth, the first impact is that there's a big sense of entrepreneurial mindset that has been instilled to them, in that they're able now to understand how to manage and run short medium enterprises, and also even small local businesses. So these are centered them to have a different approach to issues, and also understand that the ideas can be innovative and the ideas can be centered to a bigger impact to the community. And also another impact is that they increase collaboration amongst both the youth and the community, because you realize this was a project that was done within a church. So most of the activities done within the church, we're able to see that youth have now embraced that they're able to come and see these youths have come up with the project, but then how best can we support this project and also any other activity within the church? So it has centered that collaboration amongst the youth and the community here. One of the significant challenges I experienced was the price variations, in that the budget projections did not cover all the anticipated sound products. But to navigate this challenge, we had to reevaluate our budget, we had to prioritize the essential products, and also seek alternative suppliers without compromising the quality. And as I had earlier mentioned, is that another challenge was the sense of detach within what the youth can do and what the community should provide for the youths. So I was able to identify a strong leadership team that will focus mainly on achieving the objectives of this project, and also manage it effectively through a centered approach between the youth and the community. So I bridged that gap. Yes, I have a big project that that is really in my mind, is to start the Ikonge Youth Fund. In that, this fund is ideally subscribed through the youths. You pay a specific subscription fee within a specific period of time, and then this youth fund is able to support you either on the technical aspect of learning a skill. As I mentioned, is that some youths who are not able maybe to join university or drop out of schools, they're able to be supported through the educational level. The same way I was given back to in terms of having a scholarship, they're also able to be supported in that way. And in a way, we're able to turn around the give back because as you give back to them, they're also giving back to the community to serve them. If it is a skill of camera or rather journalism, then they're able to cover for us through our specific project, like now the Ikonge Youth PA Revenue System. They're able now to come back and still give back to the community. I've been in leadership throughout ideally my entire life, and I've seen how best you can instill a specific mindset, especially the entrepreneurial mindset, because we live in a tech-driven world. And Winston Churchill once said that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life out of what we give. That has been my challenge, is what can I make a life out of someone, is to make them understand that I cannot give you money today to run everything. I can give you an idea, I can give you a project to kickstart, or rather capital for you to start your project, and it will drive you towards realizing your full potential. First skill that I managed to get is the value addition, in that you're able to prioritize what is essential for a community. Is it the money? Is it the impact of the project? So I was able to really realize by value addition is that you are able to bring everyone on board and ensure that whatever project you're implementing really covers or rather cuts across everyone and reaches mostly the youth and the women in the society. And number two is my negotiation skills in terms of also seeking fund through other NGOs or other companies that have the social corporate responsibility. So I managed to negotiate with other suppliers and also engage and manage different sources of revenue. So this has been really impactful through the VS management and consulting, and I'm grateful for the transformative teaching that they made in me.